Alright, this is a CBT guitar lesson for Thomas. I came up with the title Heavy Blues / Riffs and Licks. I almost should say metal / blues, riffs and licks. A few of them are kind of heavy, but after talking to you, I feel like this will, and you mentioned Zakk Wylde, so it kind of put in my mind what I thought would be good for you using, and I'll explain some stuff as we're going. Okay, so top of page 2, we got 4 pages of tabs. Page 1 is the cover sheet. We have riffs 1A. I think most of these are in E minor, but I did that for a reason because they're movable, but a few of them change. Okay, palm muting. That's kind of a selective thing. You can add it if you want. You can not add it. With the heavier stuff, it sounds really cool. But I wrote it down with palm muting, and the picking for these is really important. I put that down. This is alternate picking. 2 open on the D and the A, and you're going to do that twice. So it's, make sure your palm is situated right where you barely feel that bridge, and there should be no movement over there. Then we go to an F5 and an E5 power chord, 1E 3A, and then open E 2A. And fingering, you know, we all have different length fingers. You can experiment. 1st and 3rd or 1st and 4th. Rest is the line with the X. Then, this next one is 7 on the A, 5 on the A. Palm mute all this. And by the way, on the chords, we're not palm muting. Okay. I wanted to play similar to what we just did, but on different strings. Same notes, different strings on some of it. 7 5A, 7 5E, alternate pick, palm mute. Same thing on the D and the A. So that gives you. Alright, and then our chords we're going to use on this is. So it's. So I made it rhythmic where you can, like, if you had a drummer or you wanted to play along with something, you could do it. The chords are A sharp 5, which is 6E, 8A. It's a 3 count, dotted half. 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Move it back 1 fret to 5 7. 3 count, that's an A5, and then move it a whole step to the 3rd and 5th. That's a G5. 5, you can just say a G power chord. So that's all it means. So it's 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2. The G power chord is a half note, gets a 2 count. So in rhythm, you're looking at this. I'll slow it down a little. But you know, mess around and subgroup some of this. Practice just going like. You know, there can even be 2 notes that you practice, but if you need to, break them into smaller subgroupings. I put double dots so you can repeat however many times you want, and I gave it a. Next one is number 1B. It's a play off of this, so I kind of set it up as if you were building a song. And it's 2 open on the D and A, just like 1A was. Palm mute alternate pick. But now it's 2 open on the G and D. So we have. And then we'll do the F and the E power chord just like before. And then palm mute the open E twice. So, and I want to explain something here. As you're playing those 2 palm mutes, we can move to our target note, which is 7A. No, 7D. So we'll go. Now I'm ready to go as I'm palm muting. That's the end goal that you want. This is 7/5 on the D string, palm muted, alternate picked 3 times. And then 7/6 on the A string, down, up, palm muted. Using what's called the 6-note pentatonic. We're taking notes out of, this note here. You may not be used to it, but it's used a lot in metal. So we have, wait a minute, I lost it. Where's that at? There it is. Now on this, what I wanted to do is bend to an A5. So we'll go 5E, 7A, which is an A power chord, but we want to bend both strings. There's our A5, and then hit the A5, and then the G5. So, then back. Might be a little tricky getting to the... But you'll get it. So that's repeats as well. Then number 2, I'm using what all blues players use this chord. It's called the E7 sharp 9. And we're starting with open E, palm muted, down, up, down, up. Oops. So, down, up, and then the chord, you may know this, 7, 6, 7, 8, A, D, G, B. If you don't, it's probably going to be your favorite chord for blues and rock, metal, when it's played with a blues influence in metal. So we're going, I'm hitting all 4 strings. I like vibratoing them, but for some players it's hard to vibrato multiple strings at the same time. If you can't, and it's not jiving, keep practicing it that way. But you don't have to vibrato it. Here's our little filler. 5 hammer 7 on the E and the A. I'm going to kind of bar this down to 3D, or 7D, pull 5, and then 7/5 on the A, down up. So it's down, 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 oops, down, 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 up. Right after that, down, up, down on the open A string, palm muted. And then go 7, 6, 8, D, G, and B. 8D, slide to 9. 7G, 9D, slide to 7, pull to 5. If something's going to give you trouble, it might be that. So we have 7D, or 7A, open D, down, up. And then we're back to the first one we did. But the lick is different. Pretty cool there. So we're gonna go, here's our lick part of it. 9, 7, G, down, up, palm mute. Same thing on the D string, we go 9, 8. 7, D, no palm mute, hammer 8, pull 7. And then go 10, 7, A. So that would sound like this. Then quickly, middle finger. You're gonna go, there it is, to 10A, slide to 12, and we're building the 7th chord. Add the 11D and the 12G. So it's, we're gonna finish it with 7, 9, EA, slide to 6, 8, strum the 6, 8, again, and slide it to 5, and then strum the 5 twice, slide to 3. So it's, that actually goes into page 3. Yeah. Okay, so that last one is, let's see. Where'd that go? Where'd that go? Oh. Then start it over. So after you go, and there you go. It's like Metallica meets blues on that. Okay, top of page 3. We have, so We covered mainly rhythm with some little fills in it, but now I wanted to show you some licks, some actual lead things you can do. Kind of thinking 𝐂𝐶 on this, and I want to show you a pattern you can do. It's not really very hard, but you can work towards speeding it up. 8-15 on the E, down up, and then 17-15 down up, and then 17-15 B. I like to use third, middle, and first finger for this. I just put 4 times. Now, a little trick here. You could bar the 15 and go, or you can lift it individually. Generally, when you move a finger to a different string, it's going to slow you down. But some of the great players do that all the time. I've seen 𝐂𝐶 do both of those. So I would try both of them that way. Now I took those 6 notes and did them an octave lower, but starting on the 15th fret G, it'll be 15, 12, 14, 12, and then 14, 12 D. Or no, I'm sorry. I think I'm in the wrong spot on this. I am. Yeah. That's if you bar it. I like switching as the frets get bigger. You may see me swap out and start using the pinky over them. Totally your call on that. And then I went another octave lower with the next 6 notes. And you can add palm muting, by the way, if you want. You know, it just depends how long your fingers are on how you want to go with your fingering. Be aware of your thumb. Sometimes players will try to play and then keep their thumb up here all the time, and that it's okay sometimes, but it restricts you when you need to do a stretch. As you drop it down the back of the neck, it frees up so you can stretch further. All right, so and that was, you know, an E minor thing. I wrote 4 times for each 6 notes. Obviously, the more the better, but I definitely want you to repeat them. The number 4A, this is kind of the 2-part thing, the way I set it up. Using the pentatonics again, E minor descending on this one. And it's using what's called the 6-note minor pentatonic. If you probably know the standard 5-note, that one where you go. Well, you can add what's called a flat 5 to that. Gives it a darker sound, or the 15G. So what I did is I opted for that on the end. So alternate pick, start with the down, 15-12 E, B, 14-12 G, 15-12 B, 14-12 G and D. So that gives us, try and keep it consistent, 15-12, 14-12 on the G, 14-12 D, and then add in the 13A vibrato rest. So and stick around on one of them. You could go. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Play around with the notes, but try to get them the way they are first and then alter them. Now I put number 4B ascending, same type of concept, starting with that flatted 5. You're going to go middle 13A and third finger 14A. We're going to alternate pick this. Okay, so here we go. Alternate pick. 13, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14. Then go D, G, and B. 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15. G, B, and E. 12, 15, 12, 15, 12, 15. All the same. When you get to that 15E, which is a G, kind of lay it kind of flat so you can bar up and hit the 15B and slide to the 17B, throw some vibrato on it. So it's, if you, instead of going, and try to go right on the tip, if you purposely kind of go flatter, that's the little bridge note concept you can use to get that transition quicker. All right, number 5. I saw Zach doing something kind of like this. Oh, it's a hammer. Dang it. Oh. There it is. 13D, middle finger, hammer 14. Upstrum the 12th fret on the G and B. We're going to bar that. That gives you that. 14D down, and then bar it and cover 14 G and B up. So it's same concept, you know, of flattening the finger out. Back to 14D down. So we're doing it going to the bar and then reversing it. Little bridge way. Think of that as a segue to get this down faster. 12 G and B, upstroke, hammer to 13 G. Here's the trick to this. Make sure you hear 2 notes. Make sure when you come down on that hammer that you don't go and hammer the 13B or mute it out. You should hear 2 notes. The only one changing is this, that stays. 14, 12D. 14, 13, 12A, slide to 10. Then, if you go to page 4, oops, where is it? This was going to be same way to play that, but changing the last note, and it changes your hand position a little bit. So you would go playing the 15E with your pinky instead of going and sliding over to the 10A. That's the same note. It's a G note. So it's good to know different spots to play the same notes. And then the other one. Then I just put repeat 2 frets higher for F sharp minor. So we were in E minor. F sharp minor, you just move it up 2 frets. We were going 13, so now we're going 15. Move it a half step higher for G minor. That is the end of that one. Number 6, E minor. It's an interesting one where it involves some string skipping. 6, 7, E, down up, and then down on 5A. That's your concept. Think of it as a 3-note concept. Up, down, 6, 7, E. Up on the 7A. Now I'm barring that down like we talked about in the last one. That gives you, and then back to 6, 7 on the E. String skip to 5D. That gives you, and then go 6, 7, E. And then bar down to 7D. Or use your pinky. Either way, but so we're grabbing a different note every 3 notes. When it's those are the 4 notes. Everything else is a 6, 7, E. You can pause or just loop it. After that, go up to A13. We're gonna do the same idea. 13, 14, 12D. 13, 14, 14D, 13, 14, 12G, 13, 14, 14G. So now here's our traveling note. And here it is in context. So that bar concept, try to apply that to your playing. Number 7, this is in E minor. I saw him do something similar to this as well. You can down pick everything here. So we have 10G slide to 12, third finger I would use, but you can use different ones. 13 or 12B, third finger, 10E. So I'm barring it down again. So 12, 11, 10. Yeah. So we have hold on, I'm totally lost. I think that's supposed to be the same. Yeah, it is. 12, 11, 10 on the E and B. My bad. I think your tabs were already sent to you, Thomas. Make a correction though. You can do 13, 12 on the 10, but it changes it a little bit. The way it was meant was 12, 11, 10 on the E there, on the almost the very bottom of page 4. You'll see 12, 11, 10, high E. Then you'll see 13, 12, 10. Change that to 12, 11, 10. And then this part's barred 10th fret E and B. Really cool. Hit them both, hammer 11B, pull to 10B. Should hear 2 notes through all this. And then the 12G. Do that 3 times. So we have pick the 12, slide to 14 and bend. And then 12th fret B and E. So 15E, slide to 19. And then go 18. And then 17 pick, hammer 18, pull 17. So it 20, 17B, bar down to 17E. 20, pull 17 on the B. So that gives us 19, 16G. And then just scoot this back to 15, pick, hammer 16, pull 15. And then go 17D middle, 19A third. Alright, and I think that's the last one. So we had I hope this helps you out, man. Appreciate you.